We speak 7-map pool down to 1. Oh, good lord, why does it do it again?
It's Oregon.
Oregon, yeah, that's
yes.
how you're calling it.
And then everyone's favorite, Clash, also going to be off the board. And now with Tempra still holding very far forward, it's going to be really hard for Virtus.Pro to push through this, especially when you lose WTG as he moves on forward. Is the second one going to go down? Not quite, but there is just a minute remaining.
Russians are stubborn though, and they keep harassing Tempra. He can't actually peek at all to support his teammates, and that allows Durza to get re-aggressive. He finds 2 on blue, and it's all on the newest player from Virtus.Pro. But I don't think he's got it in him to take on 4 from Tempra.
Him to do this. You can tell by the pre-fires that are coming in around the wall, but he does get the first shot. He's going to be looking in for the second, sending in the lifeline to get rid of the shield, but right now there's no player right behind it. And he doesn't exactly know where they are either. He's running on really limited information. The Toxic Babe canister is going to deter him, but the kill at the end will be the final nail in the coffin for Virtus.Pro. And Tempra have a pretty decisive first round.
We got this aggression in substitute for that. Surely P4's been drawn. What is that? He gets away with murder, finds 1 kill, and now allowed to rotate back downstairs. A huge oversight from Virtus.Pro, and that's their Thatcher off the board.
Look at this. Durza might be ready to catch out Rask if Rask is unaware of his position. It's something that Virtus.Pro have run into so far, not knowing, and that's exactly what the situation is to be. Durza looking like he's having a very good game so far. He secures the headshot. Not quite anything happening just yet. A shockwave goes in for the plant. P4 does fall. That's a good start, but there's going to be revenge coming out from the rest of Tempra. And without much effort expended, they secure themselves the second defense in this map. Well, he could be about to catch out Chaoxis. That's exactly what he does do, but he can't secure the second kill as Voy turns things back around onto him. Virtus.Pro have to make this push in. There are the angles being held by the rest of his team, and Voy's narrowly gonna miss, not able to bring down the player as he's planting, but instead getting him after the deed has been done. A post-plant situation, but it shouldn't be too difficult if Tempra can bring down these last 2 players of Virtus.Pro. But Voy and Shinka are both going to be falling, and Virtus.Pro, thanks to Pasha, take their first round.
Finally, we're seeing Virtus
Situate themselves more passively, but they seem to know that he's coming, and yes, they do. Shinka gets that shot, but it's going to be Chaoxis going down as well as Shockwave plants the diffuser. They get it down unimpeded, and now suddenly Tempra in the post-plant situation. 2 players remaining. They've got to go up against 4 attackers, and things are looking very difficult for them right now. Durz is just looking around the pillar, but he can't make the shot as he gets downed himself. Rask holding on to the weapon for dear life, knowing that only Shinka is remaining. He's got a shield for cover, but when you peek out against the shield, you no longer have that cover and you get shot. It's a good look for Virtus.Pro after struggling so much in the first round. And he jumped out and got rid of him. But this time it's going to be Rask getting the shot onto P4. Something we saw again last round. That means that really aggressive positioning from the Jaeger is no longer going to be a problem for Virtus.Pro as Chaoxis gets taken down too.
Nice shot there from Shinka, holding down the fort. That aggressive take from WTG didn't matter, but now it's just Voy. The Shockwave trying to force down this diffuser. The flank is successful for 1 kill, but this will have to be a retake in the post plant. Smoke goes out. He doesn't seem to have a lot of info. Still has a C4 in the pocket, but Rask says you're not going to get a chance to use it. Takes him down with a nice headshot. And Virtus.Pro, well, again, in control of this game.
Getting completely smoked out, that's going to force Rask back, and instead he's just going to take the opportunity to send in a drone. They need to, of course, know where everyone is, but that was a great shot there from WTG straight into P4. Things will turn around somewhat as Milan is also sent into his grave. Make that Pasha as well. He takes down the assassin in the form of WTG, and that leaves just 2 players. Make that nearly 1 as Shockwave is sent into an injury. He won't be able to make that plant like he has done for the last few rounds, and he's going to have to be picked up if they want him in the game. Rask trying to look up through the hatch, but he's not even going to have the opportunity to move on through the stairs as Voy is ready and waiting for him. Tempra, they lost it for a few rounds, but they picked it back up for the last one, and they take round 6. But obviously Rask is trying to peek around this corner because they don't have the support of the camera. In go the smokes to facilitate Tempra's move on in, but it actually doesn't work out that well for them with P4. So far this attack is getting weakened and weakened. Chaos is just sat on the stairs, but he's going to have his head taken straight off Milon, who was behind him. And now with time beginning to run out, Tempra are going to be feeling the pressure. Shinka, the only one remaining, but he doesn't even make it into the building. A flawless round from Virtus.Pro, who seemed to play it perfectly the more time went on. Voy right outside the window, and that's a fantastic nade straight onto his target, just as he wanted. That's the smoke deleted. Any of that late round denial now no longer on the board, and Voy following it up with a shot onto Shockwave 2, and now he knows that there's 2 angles he has to be worrying about. Smoke goes in, Chaoxis gets another kill, and this is where Tempra really have the opportunity to move in and plant. That's exactly what Shinka does with the overarching security of Durza getting that kill. Great C4 from Milon, but is it going to be enough? The plant has gone down, and it's only him remaining up against 4 players. It's not. Tempra take the next round after a disappointing round 7. It looks like they're back on the board. This is where Tempra have to begin making their move. They're 4 men only, and that was very close. Chaoxis takes a decent, hefty chunk of damage, and P4 goes all the way down. There's the diffuser gone down as well, as Attic is held pretty strongly. Finishing things up there is Pasha. And that was a great round there from Virtus.Pro. You said they needed to adapt. You said things needed to change, and that's exactly what happened. They're going to have the opportunity to open up the meeting hatch now that the EMP has been used to negate any of that electrification. As straight through does that shot go right onto Chaoxis. Trying to move in after that Candela, but it's going to be Voy who's the first casualty. He can get the shot onto the defender, but Rask does pick up a couple for himself. It's a really quick round there for Virtus.Pro, who now find themselves on match point. James, you said during the rehost, I fully expect... There goes one of the E1Ds, but so far nothing found, and actually it's going to be Rask getting that opening kill, catch someone out and make his team's life somewhat easier, but it doesn't happen. Rask comes in with the second kill of the game. Or of the round, I should say. With just 15 seconds remaining, Tempra are running out of options. There's a kill from Chaoxis. Can he secure another one to help things out? No. Rask is really on fire here. They're going to go for the plant anyway. Chaoxis does get 1 kill, but is it going to be enough? No, it's not. Shockwave finishes things off there, finishing it off for Virtus.Pro. And the hope that Tempra cultivated for themselves really got lost in the final rounds of that game.
Really, really nice defense there from Virtus.Pro. Tempra just had no response. They thought, let's try and just full send at site. We don't want to clear out showers. We've cleared out the utility, the evil eyes in the bomb site. We think we can get away with a plant, but they didn't account for Rask on the long angle from White, and that really punished them there.